In other news, the Himachal Pradesh IG Police Zarur Zaidi, DSP and 6 other policemen have been arrested in connection with the custodial death of a gang rape and murder accused. To recap what's increasingly becoming a very complicated case here, the police in Shimla district had arrested a 29-year-old Nepalese labourer Suraj Singh as well as 5 others for allegedly kidnapping and gang raping a 16-year-old girl on the 4th of July. Now, this 16-year-old had been raped when she was returning home from school and she was later on strangled to death. The body was recovered 2 days later from a forest, and now 5 days after the arrest, Suraj died inside the jail premises. This was followed by huge protests by the locals who claimed that the police had arrested the wrong men and that Suraj had been killed by the prime accused. As of now, the CBI has taken over the case and an SIT has been formed to investigate the rape and murder of the 16-year-old and the Nepalese servant. Vishal Monga joining us over the phone line for more. Vishal, the CBI now taking over the case. Where do the investigations lie even as we speak? This seems to be quite a mess as far as the arrests have been made. Massive protests, in fact, took place after the death of this particular man in question.
Yes, indeed, it's highly shocking what has happened when IG level officer, Inspector General Zahur Haider Zaidi, along with 8 other police personnel are arrested by the CBI, which is investigating the custodial death of the Nepali labourer. Now, a suspect of the rape and murder of minor schoolgirl in Shimla. Now, what we can tell you is that Inspector General Zahur Haider Zaidi was leading the special investigation team looking into a rape and murder of 16-year-old girl in the Kotkai area of Shimla in the early July before the CBI took over the probe into the crime that shook the hill state and saw massive protests. The other who have been arrested are Deputy Superintendent of Police Manoj Joshi and 5 personnel of Kotkai Police Station, including the in-charge Rajinder Singh, Suraj Singh and who had allegedly killed by the co-accused. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Now, this rape and murder of a minor had shook the hill state. And there were a lot of protests by the people. People came out on roads. The Chief Minister had tweeted the photographs of the culprits earlier. Then they were deleted from his Twitter account. Then they said there was a Nepali boy who had really raped and killed the minor. Then the matter went to the High Court. CBI took it over. High Court had said that CBI should do its job fast. Then the CBI now has arrested 8 police officers. These were the same police officers who were investigating the case in the earlier stage. Now, as of now, the allegations are that they were involved in the custodial murder of the Nepali who was a suspect. But also what we are learning from the sources is that they could have really turned the table on the investigation. The initial investigation showed that there were some influential people involved in the gang rape and murder of the minor, which the police investigation overthrew, and they said that it was a Nepali boy who had really murdered and gang raped the girl. So it is highly shocking that the police officers whom we trust basically to do the investigation, they basically turning tables on the investigation and then taking the investigation another route, which really saves the original culprits. And now the CBI has arrested them. The medical was done. What we know is that they could be brought to Chandigarh for narco-analysis test. Now, the CBI wants narco-analysis test of these police officers to ascertain the truth in this case.
All right. All right, Vishal Monga, thanks for reporting on that shocking bit of news that is coming in from the state of Himachal Pradesh. Top cops of Himachal Pradesh in the dock. 8 arrests have been made by the CBI following this case coming to light. The CBI now taking over the case. We'll continue to track that case, but more reactions coming in on this story. Let's listen in.
देखिए, कानून अपना काम करता है और CBI हिंदुस्तान की एक प्रीमियर क्रिमिनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी है। इसलिए निश्चित रूप से जो है वो हम समझते हैं कि किसी भी केस में जिसमें किसी भी कारण से जो है वो उचित कार्रवाई ना हो रही हो या जिसमें पुलिस जो है वो फेल हो गई हो, सीबीआई का अभी तक का रिकॉर्ड है कि वो उसमें सफल होती हैं। और जब किसी बिना मोटिव के जो है वो आपका मोटिव केवल मात्र आरोपियों को पकड़ना हो तो निश्चित रूप से जो है सफलता मिलती है।